Alright. How's everybody doing today? Alright, hello Shelter, Owen, Jackie, and Apparition! Woo! Alright! Oh my god! I have been waiting for this! Sorry for being really loud right in the beginning, but yes! I'm so fucking happy! Oh my god! Last time on Seabed, a whole lot of stuff we found out about Sachiko and the trip, and that TAKAKO didn't die on the trip. I wonder why. Perhaps because she's not dead! Yes! Alright! Oh, yes! Oh, thank God. So, yep, at the very end of last stream. Oh my God. Yes! It was revealed that TAKAKO is alive somewhere. I personally think that she had lost her memory and it's just that's why she hasn't contacted Sachiko. But there's also other questions. Like, what are the two entities that were talking in Sachiko's dream? Or was that even her dream? Why was Sachiko's bed warm where she thought TAKAKO, her hallucination of TAKAKO was? What exactly is the hallucination of TAKAKO? And of course, what exactly happened to TAKAKO? Alright. Okay, we got a lot of stuff to do, but first, we have some tips. Or rather, one tip, because tips are not nearly as common as they are in, Higurashi. Okay, so room 208. Interesting. Tips one. There's different types of tips, I see. Here we go. After finishing a light meal in the cafeteria, I returned to the kitchen and prepared a small dish for one. Please tell me if the music is too loud or too soft. I used the same boiled vegetables I ate from my own dish and had already prepared the previous day. All I had to do was warm them up. I picked up the tray I'd placed the vegetable plate and rice bowl on, then left the kitchen. From the lobby, I ascended the stairs to the second floor and knocked on the door of the room at the end of the corridor. The one marked with the number 208. What is going on? In these tips, has Sachiko been checked into, like, an institution? Or rather, this seems like a scientific investigation about things disappearing, like... Interesting, I wonder if she's this is probably from Narasaki's perspective. I wonder if she's investigating the sci-fi or supernatural aspect of this. Hello T, welcome to the stream. Because I remember in the last tip, I'm pretty sure this is Narasaki or someone who works with her, for her, maybe some other scientist. That's what they're trying to research about this whole phenomenon. As Sachiko ate, I sat down in the cane chair and once again looked over the list of things that had disappeared from the mansion. What is it you're always checking over there? I'm gonna assume this is Sachiko. I mean, Narasaki. Looking up, I noticed that Sachiko had already finished her meal. Oh, goddammit, I reversed them, of course, the first fucking line in the stream, and I reversed them. What is it you're always checking over there? Looking up, I noticed that Sachiko had already finished her meal. I'm making a note of all the things that disappeared from this mansion. I'm gonna assume this is Narasaki. Disappeared? Has there been a burglary or something? She's not even aware of it.
No, nothing has been stolen. The things here tend to disappear and reappear in other places. That's all.
What's going on? And how exactly do they disappear?
I don't know. I've never witnessed the actual moment when they disappear. By the time I take notice, they're already gone.
You mean you've never actually witnessed it?
I nodded.
Hello, line. Yep, I was also thinking of Gop. It's clearly Gop's fault. She's behind all this. Could it be you can't even notice things if they vanish and reappear right in front of your eyes?
That'd be odd.
There's nothing odd about it. It's just how the world works.
Then why are you so concerned about it?
I did it again. Could it be that you couldn't even notice things if they vanish and reappear right in front of your eyes?
That'd be odd.
There's nothing odd about it. It's just how the world works. Oh, I don't know who's talking. I just know that that is Narasaki's phrase, so I'm gonna know that I know that Narasaki said this.
Everything here happens for a reason. And I want to know that reason.
Yup, she's investigating things. Scientifically or supernaturally, I don't know which direction this is gonna go.
Besides, if possible, I'd rather not forget what used to be here. Sachiko glanced outside the window. It was black as night, and you couldn't see anything, but the light from outside still illuminated the room to a certain extent.
Okay, so it is the clinic.
Sachiko came to this clinic 3 days ago without warning. It had been a long while since she last visited, so it surprised me.
Interesting.
I led her into the reception room and listened to what she had to say. She seemed tired and somewhat pale. When I asked her about it, she said her job had been pretty hectic lately. When I asked why,
Oh, this is earlier. But an illness? That wouldn't make any sense at all. What is going on? Are we dealing with multiple world lines or something?
when I asked why, she told me Takako had passed away due to an illness. Apparently, Sachiko took over her workload in the office on top of looking after her when she ended up bedridden.
Like every single time Takako disappears or dies or whatever, it seems to change.
She told me she wanted some rest, so I lent her one of my rooms. When I glanced back at her, she was still looking at the window. Sachiko wouldn't leave the room the next day either. There were a few things missing in the room I checked that day too.
Damn, this is insane. Oh, the foreign then! Yes, the foot you ripped board!
It was a bit strange to have things disappear in such quick succession, but I was particularly interested in what that missing foreign man thing was, and
Yep, it's definitely Narasaki.
I returned to my room, still none the wiser about the whole situation. As I reached my desk, I opened the list, and after looking up proper nouns, left a little note for myself.
Proper nouns. Huh. Very interesting way to phrase that.
Sometime after noon, I felt hungry and made my way to the kitchen. I'd already had lunch, so I checked the refrigerator for something light. The massive silver fridge had 9 drawers. I pulled out a sizable pear from the bottom one and sliced it up to pieces with a kitchen knife. I left the room with a tray of freshly made tea and a plate of pear slices. I looked outside the window as I ascended the stairs. The inner yard was surrounded by walls from every angle. Even the sky, dark and filled with clouds, looked rectangular. Sachiko was reading a book in her room, as usual. You shouldn't forget to exercise. You'll get sick if all you do is read. I placed the plate with pear slices on the side table. Sachiko glanced at the plate and thanked me, but instead of eating anything, returned her full attention to the book. I sat down in the cane chair with my own plate and began reading the novel I'd brought with myself. After a while, I began hearing crunching sounds from Sachiko's direction, which made me look up from my book. She was looking at the window. That window was always dark. You could never see anything beyond it. Sachiko mentioned it was odd, but kept looking at it all the same. She also said how odd it was that things kept disappearing.
What is this, like, poltergeist, that thing that's going on here? Does it have to do with the 2 hooded figures? This is insane. Wow. I still don't even know if it's supernatural or sci-fi yet.
In this clinic, however, things kept disappearing and reappearing without warning. The ones that appear tend to be daily necessities that you can never forget. For example,
Whoa.
the fridge I looked at just earlier would fill up without my knowledge. Sachiko would probably say that was odd too.
That's insane. That's way. That. Holy shit. What the actual fuck?
I'm going to look at the flower beds in the inner yard. Want to come with me? I finished the last slice of my pear and looked at Sachiko.
It's been raining a lot. Okay, that's still her. Okay.
It's been raining a lot, so I want to check on them flowers. I feel like it would do you some good to go outside a bit, instead of staying in bed all day and night.
You may be right.
I brought our plates to the kitchen while Sachiko got changed. After I returned to her room and picked her up, we continued to the inner yard to look at the flower beds. The inner yard was between the 4 wings of this building.
So it's a pretty big building. And yet things appear and disappear without her knowledge. What is going on here?
The weather seemed to have taken a turn for the better by the time we finally went outside. We could see spots of blue sky amid the clouds. As soon as we stepped outside, we were welcomed by cosmos flowers. They were swaying left and right in the fierce wind. At first look, it didn't seem like any of the flowers ended up with broken stems. Similarly, the soil looked fine as well.
Interesting blue exorcist. That's another interesting comparison.
I crouched next to one of the flower beds, brushed the dirt from the brick block, and pulled a piece of weed from between some of the flowers.
Does she mean a weed or a piece of weed? Because Narasaki, those are two very different things.
Do you like cosmos flowers?
I do. Okay, there we go. Yep, okay. So they are weeds. Okay.
Sachiko came to my side and began pulling out weeds herself. I gave her face a long, hard look as I continued working. She looked better compared to when she first arrived.
Okay, so yeah, as I thought, it was just awkwardly worded. Like, the thing is, like, oh wait, like, the fridge filling up, yeah, but she specifically said it's without her knowledge. If this was like a facility, then wouldn't she know, like, oh, someone fills it, you know, like it's someone's duty to put food in the fridge. And not only that, but in the previous tip, she was documenting things appearing and disappearing. What is going on here?
She looked better compared to when she first arrived. Are you feeling better now? Sachiko nodded after a slight pause.
I'm causing you trouble, aren't I?
You can stay here for as long as you want as far as I'm concerned. But what about your job?
I'm on paid vacation right now. That's the paid vacation she was talking about in the car with Fumi.
I see. Sachiko had already spent 4 days here. I doubted you could take that many paid days off.
Really? Wow, damn, Japan is no nonsense. Are you serious? Jeez. I would think at least once a year you get a decent amount of paid vacation. I would hope that you get that, like, at least combining your sick days and, like, you have several different... Jesus Christ, Japan does not fuck around. And also, doesn't she own the company?
Even in the case of a death in your immediate family, you'd usually get 2 or 3 days in this country.
Jesus fucking Christ. And I thought Americans were workaholics. There's usually no paid sick leave in Japan. That is brutal. My God, I can't believe that's something that can be allowed. Wow, that is just... Jackie, it's normal. Jackie's saying it's normal to use your paid vacation days. Can be something like 10 per year on sick days in Japan. That is just evil. That is just evil. Japan's work culture is just... There is just so much wrong. I could spend the entire stream just talking about how horrible Japan's work culture is. You know, maybe one of the few good things that could come from, you know, this pandemic, which is completely horrible, is maybe that might start to change with so much working at home. Maybe people from Japan will want better for themselves, because that's not right. My God. Hello, Jess. Welcome to the stream.
A wave of sound spilled forth from the speakers in the inner yard, making Sachiko raise her head. After a few more moments of noise, they started playing some music.
Is something happening?
Sachiko looked at the speaker up in the tree with a confused expression. No, it's just music.
Where is it coming from?
From the broadcasting room. There are many records there, so they play some of them from time to time.
What for?
Just to listen. After staring at me for a short while, Sachiko noticed how odd it was.
Well, that's not too odd.
Four days had passed since Sachiko came here. I decided to go look for the medical records detailing her previous visits. She had been here on several occasions, and I was the one to examine her each of those times. I eventually treated and sent her home in a healthy state. Every time, I knew exactly what kind of role I had to fill. This time, however, I had yet to grasp it. That said, I didn't feel particularly worried. I was a doctor at this clinic, and there was only so much I could do for her.
So it is a working medical clinic, yet the fridge fills up without anyone knowing why. And things randomly disappear from rooms so much that she's literally keeping track of it. Hello, Angeal. Welcome to the stream. I haven't seen you before.
I was a doctor at this clinic, and there was only so much I could do for her. After Sachiko returned to her room, I made my way to the library in the other wing. Her old medical records should have been there. There was a corridor connecting the east and west wings. I unlocked the large double doors leading to it. Having been neglected for so long, the door opened with an audible creak. Beyond it, there was only darkness.
Damn. Exactly what kind of records are kept in a strange medical clinic where things disappearing and reappearing is normal, and the fridge fills up without anyone's knowledge and things like that? This is really kind of whimsical.
The light switch was right next to the door. Flipping it did absolutely nothing.
Damn. Oh my god, Line, you're right. It does. It kind of does.
Even the Oculus window located in the middle of the ceiling was completely shrouded in darkness.
You know, if it wasn't for the music, I would think this is leading to like a horror scene.
I propped up the door so it wouldn't close behind me, switched on my flashlight, and stepped inside. The library was a relatively big circular structure. I couldn't even make out the wall on the other end of the room.
That is so cool. Like, I remember like talking about libraries earlier. I love just how libraries look. Like, I just think they're just absolutely the most beautiful kinds of buildings to go inside. I don't know. It's just so kind and like so comforting and sweet and reminding you of childhood. I don't know. I just love the look of libraries. Like, my hometown had quite a big one, and It got remodeled at one point, but that was still ages ago because I'm old as fuck. And it got even more beautiful looking. Ah, wow. I think I owe a lot of my love for libraries to that one particular library.
The door I entered through was on the second floor, meaning there were 2 paths I could take. Both led to semicircular stairs. One was leading down, the other up. I chose the path leading down, and using the flashlight to make out my steps, began to slowly descend. The stairs themselves were made of black iron and had reliefs of flowers sculpted on them. Hard metallic sounds reverberated in the room with each of my steps.
Well, I appreciate it either way, and Gio.
I finished my descent and continued to a shelf located right by the entrance. It was filled with medical records. With the help of my flashlight, I found Sachiko's old file.
So this is really, we're getting some interesting information right here. Sachiko has an old file, which means that something happened before regarding Sachiko. And quite a while ago.
A cloud of dust burst up into the air as I pulled it out. I waved a hand in front of my face to get the dust away. Just in case, though. I brushed off the file with my hand before opening it. Right on the first page, I spotted some familiar-looking handwriting. It was mine. The date was already over 10 years ago.
Whoa. Holy shit. Okay, so shit had happened to her before. Definitely, absolutely.
Her symptoms, treatment, and progress were all recorded in the document. It differed a little from how I currently filed my medical records, filling them with random, superfluous observations and a number of unrelated information, almost like it was some diary. Feeling the grip of nostalgia on my heart, I looked over at the record for a while longer until I noticed the light of my flashlight growing dim. I promptly pulled out all of Sachiko's files from the shelf and returned the way I came.
Do you really think it's set in the future? That would be ridiculously tragic. If this is set in the future. I don't know, like, that would be so ridiculously sad. Like, I don't know, I don't believe it is, because it's the combined vacation. Because it fits with the whole paid vacation she took around when Takako died. If it is in the future, that would be so fucking tragic, though. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Anyway, with that, a grim reminder. Let's get back to the main story. Takako. Oh god. If that is set in the future, that is so incredibly bleak. Oh my god. I am just... Oh god. Oh, that possibility. Oh god. Takako is alive. She's alive right now! The curtains parted with an energetic sound, and the gloomy room was instantly filled up with bright golden light. I considered the blue sky and azure sea beyond the window. I inhaled a deep breath, filling my chest with the pleasantly chilly morning air. Are you ready? Exercise number 1. Exercise directions began spilling forth from the radio. Ugh. I straightened my stance, stuck out my chest, and stretched my back. Soon enough, I heard a knock at the door. That's her nurse. Okay. Soon I turned my head back as part of the exercise and saw Mayuko, my nurse. Each time I turned, the light being reflected from her white uniform would blind me. I didn't miss the chance to marvel at her. Takako, always perving on the girls. To marvel at her sizable bosom, though. Okay, what voice should I give her? Her name was Mayuko. Okay. Let's see. Damn. Let's see. Let's see. How about... See, now, it's the exact opposite problem of Umineko. Umineko, there were too many, like, older women. I ran out of older women voices. Now it's the opposite. I'm running out of younger women voices. A kindish voice? Okay. You seem to be in high spirits today. How are you feeling? I'm good. I think I've been doing pretty well these last couple of days. Takano voice. That's the same voice as Beatrice that I used to. That I already used that for Sachiko. Bending forward, I touched the floor with my palms. I could do better back in my teens, but my body was still far from stiff. With my hands on my waist, I bent backwards. It was just what my rusty old back needed. It felt great! I could see Mayuko upside down. Regular exercise is well and good, but please try not to overdo it. Our eyes met. Oh, this is nothing. It's not like I've got a physical condition. Well, I suppose that's true. Mayuko, brushing the topic aside, placed a notebook she'd been holding on the side table. I'll leave your new notebook here. So, oh god. She probably does have some kind of amnesia then, I think. If a nurse is giving her a notebook. Glancing at the side table, I saw the notebook in question was covered in brown leather. It was similarly designed to the one I was using before, but still had an odd sense of newness about it. I bent down, touching my left and right toes. Oh. And after you're done exercising, I would like you to make good on your promise from yesterday. Sure, just give me a sec. Mayuko passed by me and sat down on my bed. trying not to make too much commotion by jumping around. I instead kept moving up and down on my tippy toes while lifting my arms. You can certainly keep this up for a long time. I can't wake up unless I do this. Though, to be honest, a morning bath would probably do the job even better. We are not running a hotel here. Well, that's why I gotta generate my own energy like this. I stretched again, my unbrushed hair tickling my shoulders. You have low blood pressure, if I remember correctly. Jealous? I'm a walking energy-saving machine! Are you sure? Given the amount you eat, I'd say you have a faulty engine, if anything. That's just how much I work. I heaved a deep sigh. Well, let's make use of all that energy then. I gotta say, some of these backgrounds are so well drawn. Again, this is another one where I can't tell if it's a photo or a drawing. Like, it's either a photo with a really interesting filter put on it that makes it look slightly drawn, or it's a ridiculously well drawn background. I looked inside the umbrella-shaped lamp on the ceiling, grasped the burned-out light bulb within, and turned it counterclockwise a few times. It let out a creaking sound. Here you go. I pulled the light bulb out of the socket and handed it to Mayuko, who was standing by the stepladder. She took it with her left hand, while hitting the new light bulb better with her right. Here. Thanks. I pressed the new light bulb against the socket and turned it clockwise a couple of times. After making sure it was steadily attached, I pulled my hands out of the glass umbrella and brushed the dust coating my fingers on my thighs. Okay, try turning on the lights now. Mayuko let go of the stepladder and flipped the switch attached to the wall next to the entrance of the room. The room lit up. I had to narrow my eyes just to look up. The night keeper's room was filled by a dazzling orange light. I hopped off the stepladder. Thank you very much. Mayuko gave me a smile. No problem. I raised my hand in response. Where to next? I folded up the stepladder and gave Mayuko a look. Next up would be... I shifted the ladder in my hand so that it wouldn't hit my leg while Mayuko, standing next to me, opened the floor plan of the sanatorium. The main building was designed in the shape of a big U, with a silent inner yard surrounded by 3 walls. The road from the inner yard led to another building that housed our library. Oh. She's in the same place that Sachiko is in the tips. It
was also attached to the main building by a connecting corridor. Mayuko's floor plan was marked with several circles. She placed the paper on the open space of a flower stand, then pulled out a red pen from her chest pocket and added another circle for the break room. Seems like only the library is left. Oh, seems like only the library is left. Aye, aye, let's get a move on then. We left the break room and continued down the connecting corridor to the library. The corridor itself had windows on both sides, allowing the blinding sunlight to enter unobstructed. This is the exact opposite as it was described in the tip. Mayuko was looking at the floor plan as she walked ahead of me. Seems like we only have 3 places to take care of here. I can't believe they're making patients do this. You're tall and have endurance. We all appreciate your help, Miss Takako. Mayuko chuckled to herself. I shifted the folded stepladder in my arms and glanced outside. I could see a couple of trees, their leaves partially shed. Swaying gently in the wind. I wanted to take care of this before the nights began to grow longer. Mayuko was gazing outside the same window as me. Oh, don't sweat it. I've had nothing to do lately, so I appreciate any opportunity to have a different kind of workout. I raised the stepladder to my shoulder like I was lifting weights. Mayuko responded with a chuckle. As she opened the door leading to the library, we found ourselves enveloped by the smell of old paper and dust. The closest one is the wall lamp next to the history bookshelf. Gotcha. All these photos are so lovely. As we made our rounds in the library, changing all the weekend lights, I spotted a braided girl reading a book at one of the desks. Aha! Knew I'd find you here, Sanae. What are you doing? You should be at Moria Shrine. And you don't have green hair anymore. The girl finally raised her face from the book to look at me. She fixed the position of her glasses with her index finger. Let's see, Takako? Good afternoon, Miss Sanae. Entering behind me, Mayuko spotted Sanae as well and gave her a greeting. Good afternoon. Oh, good afternoon. Okay, I'm gonna give her the, I keep forgetting her name. That other girl from, freaking, Kageboshi Sumetsushi. I keep forgetting her name. God damn it. Good afternoon. Sanae replied in a small voice. Are you planning on reading here for a while? Oh, Are you planning on reading here for a while? Sanae turned to me and made a barely perceptible nod. My room was too bright for reading. Sanae fixed the position of her glasses again. I'll return the books I borrowed later today.
Tamako, that's her name. Yep. Thanks, Jess.
All right. Her eyes behind the glasses lit up. I slightly raised the folded stepladder I had on my shoulder. I'm kind of doing my share of forced labor today.
Miss Takako, I would appreciate it if you refrained from that choice of words. You can't exactly call it forced when you volunteered yourself.
Mayuko furrowed her brows in mock indignation. What about the labor part?
I think that applies just fine. You are helping us all out. Not to mention it helps your rehabilitation.
Still holding the bag of light bulbs, Mayuko crossed her arms. Oh, I didn't know it had anything to do with my rehabilitation.
It does. In any case, we should hurry and finish up already.
Mayuko pulled on the straight sleeve of my hand that supported most of the folded stepladder's weight. If I didn't want to fall, I had no choice but to follow her. See you later.
Your rehabilitation from what is the big question line.
I waved Sanae goodbye, and she answered me with a light smile and a wave of her own. I pushed the fluorescent tube into its place on the ceiling and made sure to fasten it so it wouldn't fall on someone's head later. And with this, we are done! After confirming the light worked fine, I folded up the stepladder. Mayuko crossed off the last circle on the floor plan. She put the cap on her pen before returning it to her pocket.
Thank you very much for today.
Mayuko bowed her head in an expression of thanks.
Do you still have to work after this?
Oh, sorry. Do you still have to work after this? I heaved the folded stepladder on my shoulders so it wouldn't upset my balance.
I just have to make my rounds.
In that case, I'll go back to Sanae after I put this back. I pointed at the stepladder. Mayuko picked up the paper bag with the old light bulbs in it. Bring me some good sweets next time.
I'll think about it.
I want a sponge cake.
Okay, okay.
Sanae, still in her bed, rummaged through the nearby shelf and pulled out a wooden plate with rice crackers on it. Here, have some. I picked the one wrapped in seaweed and popped it in my mouth. Thanks. The seaweed already had a certain moistness to it, but the actual cracker was crunchy enough to feel fresh.
Seaweed crackers, interesting. I've eaten seaweed, dried seaweed before. It's quite good. Like a lovely little snack.
Sanai herself picked up a can from the shelf. After opening it, she scooped up some of the tea powder with a spoon, then added it to the boiling water in the pot. After hitting the spoon against the side of the can to return the residue powder, she closed its lid, returned it to the shelf, and filled the teacup with tea. The tea came just when I was starting to get thirsty from all the dry rice crackers.
Oh god, rice crackers are the most tasteless things in the world. I can't believe you can eat those, TAKAKO. Oh my god, I can't stand those. It's like literally, it feels like you're eating cardboard.
Thanks. I took the teacup from her and helped myself to a sip of the hot liquid. Sanae's small room housed a bed, a cabinet, and the cane chair I brought from the recreation room. It was way smaller than my room, but still felt more spacious.
I don't know who's saying this. I'm gonna assume the top is Sanae.
I've lived seaweed crackers all my life. The person who came up with combining seaweed and rice crackers must have been a genius. I like them too. I prefer rice crackers with sesame though.
Yeah, that one's pretty good too.
You start off wanting to have only one or two, and sooner enough, you're left with only an empty box. I reached out to grab the second cracker. Are you perhaps hungry? I stopped Sanae as soon as she was about to reach out towards the shelf again. Nah, not really. But dinner here is kind of bland, don't you think? I never really feel all that full afterwards. Well, that's sort of a given. This is a sanatorium, after all. Meals are made with a consideration for a balance in nutrients.
Yeah. I wish they'd at least let me use my own seasoning.
The dry wind clattered against the window next to the bed. Sanae reached out and closed it, making the sound cease. The wind has gotten stronger lately. Autumn is right around the corner. That's true.
God damn it, I swapped them again!
The wind has gotten stronger lately. Autumn is right around the corner. That's true.
Sanae answered.
Then she glanced out the window, looking at a tree sitting its red and yellow leaves. A single leaf on one of its branches fluttered in the wind. By the time that the tree is fully stripped of leaves, the wind will calm down a bit. Temperatures will be lower too.
Is that how it works?
Happens every year.
Oh, god damn it. I am batting 0 today for ambiguous lines.
By the time the tree is fully stripped of leaves, the wind will calm down a bit. Temperatures will be lower too. Is that how it works?
Happens every year.
Sanai's eyes were still fixed on the window as she said that. How long have you been here?
I'm not sure. Anymore. I stopped counting after the first 5 years. Holy shit.
She turned back to me. Don't you get bored of being here?
I don't know. I don't usually think about stuff like that.
Really?
Oh. Really? Oh, god, no, I was right the first time.
Really? Sanai slowly nodded.
Really? Even if I tried thinking about it, all I remember are memories of living here. It's not like I could compare to this place to any other.
I see. I glanced back at the lonely tree. A gust of wind made sunset-colored leaves brush against the window glass. Further beyond that tree lay a forest that continued to the harbor. I could see some trees with colored leaves there as well.
How about you, Takako? Do you not get bored of this place?
Well, living surrounded by nature on top of a mountain has its upsides. The port town below is not exactly a bustling metropolis, but I like its retro feel. I also love how the wind here always has the scent of the sea to it. I looked at the port town beyond the window. It looks silent and lifeless in the distance, almost like a picture. It's pretty boring here during the winter. Well, I guess that's how winters are everywhere.
I like reading books, so I have everything I want right here.
Sana lifted a book from her knees. Yeah, this place sure has a lot of books. I glanced toward the direction of the library. Now that I think about it, I haven't been given the library key yet.
If you have nothing to do during winter, why not try reading some books as well? I'm sure, Miss Miyoko, Mayuko Woodling is the true key if you asked.
if you have nothing to do during winter, why don't you try reading some books as well? I'm sure Miss Mayuka will lend you the key if you ask. Nah, I'm good. I get plenty of reading just from the stuff you recommend. Now that I think about it, you don't have anything to read right now, do you? Do you want me to lend you a volume or two? Maybe not right now. I left right in my diary. Now that I think about it. Oh, sorry. I crossed my legs again and pulled out a new notebook from my pocket. That's a new one, isn't it? I got it today. Have you already written in your diary today? On the side table next to Sunai's bed rested a different notebook. Yes, I have. My diary entries mostly just consist of my opinions on books, though. At least you already always have something to write about, I guess. Would you like to write in yours now? You can use my table if you want. I stopped Sunai right as she was about to climb out of the bed. I'll do it later. I've got stuff to write today, so it shouldn't take that long. I'll do it later. I've got stuff to write today, so it shouldn't take that long. I see. What are you reading right now, anyway? The book resting under Sunai's hands had a marker stuck into it around the middle. Sunai picked it up and showed me the cover. There was a bucket with the pictures of a sci-fi looking city drawn on it. That's the meaning of the title? Really? Really? The letters above the bucket spelled out Seabed. Interesting. So I think our genre might be sci-fi after all. Seabed? Who would ever call a novel Seabed? Oh, Seabed. It's a mystery novel. The protagonist and her lover visit a southern island and get stuck repeating the same day over and over again. Damn. Oh my god! They engage in various antics and meet a witch. I see. So it's one of those loop stories I keep hearing about. Is it fun? It's fun so far. If it doesn't fall apart in the middle, I'll lend it to you before returning to the library. Damn, we are getting meta as fuck. Holy shit. Is that what happened? Is that what happened to them? Was that cave they visited some kind of magic shit? Or like, did they get stuck on that island? Oh my god. I'll be looking forward to that. The southern islands are cool. I can't go anywhere right now, so it'd be nice to be able to make the journey in your head at least. Have you traveled before? How does she know this? Yeah, quite a bit actually. It's a long story, but do you want to hear it? Yes, we do! Takako, if you have your memory, what are you doing here? Sunai made a friendly smile. I'm okay, but what about your diary? I can always do it later. Besides, Mayuka said recounting my memories to other people helps with my condition.
In that case, I'd definitely like to hear what you have to say.
Sanai left a book on the side table and returned to face me. I began to visualize one of my trips in my mind so I could tell her everything in great detail.
Okay, you guys, I'm just gonna take a quick bathroom break. I will be right back. This just keeps getting more and more mysterious. Oh my god. We have no fucking clue what's going on. Like, there are so many possibilities. This is just nuts. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Alright, and I am back. The sky of that day was the color of brand new jeans. Really, it was that dark of a blue. The wooden planks creaked in the reach of my steps. The main tourist attractions of this port town were above the sea. There were countless restaurants and souvenir stores lining the wooden deck. The wharf had seen its fair share of use over the years. Some of its planks left out unsettling creaks as people stepped on them. Surprised by the abrupt sound, I jumped back, almost crashing into a tall young man standing behind me. However, he managed to dodge me, his light blonde hair fluttering in the wind as he did. But by the time I regained my balance and was about to apologize, the man had already blended into the crowd of tourists, vanishing from sight. What the fuck is going on? This is fucking nuts! How is this possible? No, just how is this possible? How? How? How is this possible? Like, just, I go. If she remembers who Sachiko is, why isn't she with her? What is going on? Oh God. Jeez. I was trying to find the man again. Sachiko came over and told me she had spotted him by the crab signboard. Really? I looked in the direction she was pointing at and saw a large sign shaped like a ship's steering wheel. Oh, they're in San Francisco. Hello? Hello? Oh God, OBS. OBS fucked up for a second. Okay. That was weird. It's exactly midnight where I'm living and the internet just fucked up for a bit. Okay, I'm glad it's back at least. Oh my God. Woo! Oh, hello David Lohman, welcome to the stream. Lovely to see you back here in this confusing tale. I was just about to say, my new theory is that there's two world lines. One where Sachiko died and one where Takako died. Maybe that's it. I have no idea. Oh my god, this is so confusing. They're in San Francisco, apparently. I hurried toward it. Sachiko followed. Don't move from here. Oh, don't move from here. I told Sachiko to wait while she was still busy admiring the sign, then turned around to look for someone to take a photo of us. Hey! Photo! Could you take a photo of us, please? I approached a well-built middle-aged man wearing a sun cap and conveyed to him, mostly through gestures, that I wanted a picture. The man gave me a thumbs up. I hurried back to the signboard and lined up next to Sachiko. Don't forget to smile! I ran my arm around Sachiko's waist and pulled her closer. And then say something funny. Say whiskey. The man pushed the shutter button while I was flustered. A jumper came along into a bar! Just as Sachiko narrowed her eyes, the instant print camera flashed, and our picture was burned into the film. Holding the finished picture, the man hollered aloud, "Okay!" Alright. Right at the very last moment before the flash, I spotted a tall young man sitting behind us. After making a peace sign right in the middle of our picture, he gracefully drew away from us, melting into the crowd of tourists. What was that? What was that? I think it was the man you almost crashed into earlier, said Sachiko, looking in the direction the mysterious person disappeared in. The man wearing the sun cap returned to us, balling his hand into a fist to convey how great the picture turned out to be. Meanwhile, the floorboards continued to creak under his weight. He photobombed them! Oh my god. As he reached us, he handed me the camera and the picture. Thank you!
You're welcome.
He patted me on the shoulder with enough force to almost dislocate it, then disappeared into the crowd. I flapped the picture a few times for the image to show up. I see you made some new friends.
I see you made some new friends.
Sachiko addressed me as I let out a gasp of surprise. The picture showed a somewhat discontent Sachiko under the crab sign. And there I was next to her, making a confused face as I looked not at the camera, but at the young man behind us. And it wasn't just the man that hijacked our picture. It's a whole group of people making weird faces and peace signs that I previously hadn't noticed at all. That's insane! How many people photobombed them?
I wonder if it came a bit too early.
The ship we reserved to reach the island was nowhere in sight. I leaned against the wooden fence to catch my breath, making it creak. A gust of cold wind from behind ruffled my hair, caressing my cheeks as it drifted along towards the town.
Thirsty?
Yeah, a little. Huh? What's this? I spotted one of the turrets holding a transparent cup with some odd drink. The top of it was white, while the bottom was black. On second thought, I could have sworn I'd seen that before.
I wonder if it's a Coke float.
I wonder if it's a Coke float.
Is that what you want?
Sachiko narrowed her eyes and smiled. I saw it being sold at the shop we just passed. Want me to treat you to one?
You would? Thanks. I think I swapped them. I saw it being sold at the shop we just passed. Want me to treat you to one?
You would? Thanks. Sachiko turned around her heel, her long, hot hair dancing in the wind, and continued down the road towards the nearby shops. God, I could watch her walk away all day. The street was lined with brightly colored blue, red, yellow buildings and signboards. But the clamor of shop owners calling everyone to take a look made even that visual effect pale in comparison. Sachiko, clicking her heels against the hard asphalt, kept passing by, dodging the never-ending groups of people going the opposite way. I shifted my gaze to the scenery of the town when she disappeared from my field of vision. The sight itself felt as though I was gazing at the stage of a grand opera. It was enough to make me hear a sigh of admiration. Beyond the vivacious ship district and up the slope, there rose countless buildings that boasted roofs of matching colors depending on the district. The road twisting up the hill into the distance seemed as though it cleaved the entire port town in two. And it connected to various other streets coiling around the slope of the hill. In the distance, I could see bean-sized cars popping up and out of the lush fir trees and tall buildings with rectangular windows. The tallest structures on both sides of the town seemed like dull office buildings, but hiding between them, I could also spot a few more hotels with a certain individuality. They boasted graceful Renaissance bar boards under their windows, as well as intricately designed Corinthian columns. A few mansions in front of them seemed to have been built using Victorian architecture, with arched entryways and tower roofs. I felt almost like a rabbit can come darting out of them at any minute. A good number of trees towered amongst the buildings, giving the colorful townscape a somewhat relaxing feel, like pieces of broccoli lining a lunchbox. The various old buildings from before the Industrial Revolution, mixing in with those utilizing a more modern type of architecture, gave the town the look of a colossal toy box. There were even a number of ancient-looking cable cars running along its chaotically designed roads. My eyes grew tired as I tried making out where the cable car was going. I shook my head and closed my eyelids. I could hear the sound of waves among the noisy bustle of the town. A ship horn sounded somewhere in the distance behind me. A gust of cold wind whizzed past my ears, making the flags in front of the shop flutter, then rustling the trees as it continued rising up the hill. I felt like I could hear the buzzing of engines and cable cars, even the spinning of wheels from the distant road I'd been observing. I listened in, imagining that the cacophony of all those sounds was the breathing of this town as one giant living organism. Eventually, in the chaos of all those noises, I made out the stable rhythm of a sound I was familiar with. I listened more closely, concentrating on that one sound alone. It was the sound of heels clicking against a hard surface.
Here, I bought you what you wanted.
Thanks.
As I opened my eyes, still facing down, a pair of shapely legs entered my sight. Ooh. As I raised my face, I nearly collided with the black and white drink from before. I took the cup from Sachiko's hands. It looked like coffee with some cream on top. Yep, that's the one I saw.
It's called Irish coffee, apparently.
Oh my god. Are we gonna see some drunk Takako? Yep, they collided. Finally, a collision happens on this channel. Oh, jeez. It's about goddamn time. A collision of love. How on brand.
Sachiko didn't have anything besides the cup she handed me.
You're not drinking anything?
I'm not really thirsty. Judging by your eyes, though, it seems someone here is. We'll save that for later.
Okay.
Then I guess I'll help myself to this. I brought the glass cup to my mouth and tilted it. The first thing I felt was the cream, which is nowhere near as sweet as I had anticipated. If anything, it had a fairly mellow taste. Then came the coffee, spreading all across my tongue.
My god. I am here for this. This story is just obsessed with coffee, and I am all for it. As I finally took a big gulp, something suddenly burned my throat. Yeah! A small amount spilled out of the side of my mouth, but I thankfully managed to regain enough composure not to spit it out like a fountain. That was whiskey!
Yes, it seems like they mixed it in with coffee for this drink.
Chuckling, Sachiko pulled out a plastic bottle with water from her handbag and handed it to me. I heard the horn of the ship resound again. Drinking my water straight from the bottle, I turned around and saw a ship.
Damn, that's a view. What a beautiful, beautiful shirt she's wearing. Seriously, I love her outfit right here.
The ferry was rocking you intensely on the water. I leaned over the railings and saw the ship's propellers making white foam waves below us.
Same David Loman, like, it's like the mix of slice of life and intrigue that is just so. It just really feels amazing for this. It's like chill and exciting at the same time. And it really is quite wholesome. Although maybe not with my commentary.
Each time the ship rode a high wave and sank back down, leaving a big splash. A crisp, somewhat moist sea breeze gently cooled my cheeks.
You didn't need to drink it all.
I forgot all about the ship for a while there. And I'm okay. The wind feels really nice here. Sachiko was looking at the sky. I shifted my position on the railings, putting the back of my head against them, and followed suit and gazing up at the sky. There was a flock of seagulls flying above us. I followed them with my gaze, noticing that the port town we just left had already been enveloped by fog. All I could make out were the gray silhouettes of tall buildings looming on the slope. I turned towards the front of the ship and spotted the island we were going to.
This is the prologue. Yep, there's Rokujima.
It was visible from the fort as well, but after getting closer, I also made out a lighthouse, as well as a rectangular white building that looked like it could have been a school. Large trees covered the eastern side of the island, hiding from view whatever else was there. It was Ecuadorian. The western side consisted of a large cliff of red rock.
It's more beautiful than I thought.
Sachiko was looking in the same direction. If I didn't know any better, I would have guessed it was anything but a prison.
Oh, I see where they're going.
The island used to be a prison for isolating highly dangerous criminals. Damn. The place gained fame as an impossible to escape institution, making its way to countless movies and novels.
Is the name Alcatraz copyrighted? Is that why they can't say it?
Clink. One of the tourists tried his strength against the iron bars. The first building we visited consisted mostly of one long room with a tall ceiling and 3 rows of solitary cells on both sides. All the cells were small rectangles with white iron bars serving as doors. Plain concrete stairs with iron railings led up to the upper floors. The room was so massive I felt like the road for cells would never end. I peeked into one of the cells and saw a bed, a water basin, and a toilet. I also spotted a picture frame and a magazine lying on the floor. Turning around, I looked at the other end of the passage. Countless parallel bars stretching on in my field of view overwhelmed me with feelings of seclusion and order. The path split into 2 once it reached the wall at the end, leading left and right. I could see light sweeping in through the open doors. A rectangular patch of light on the floor looked like another door.
What? Wasn't that Sachiko?
As I was staring at the light, a dark-haired woman passed by me. Sachiko, looking into the cells on the other side, reached the end of the tunnel, took a turn, then vanished from sight. Wait! I hurried after her. I ran up the concrete stairs. Once I reached the landing, I changed direction. By the way, did you know that the Japanese word for stair landings references dancing because that's kind of what you look like when you turn? When I was younger, I really thought it was the place where people danced. Come on!
Wait, what? But isn't it the same word used for stair landings? Where you don't need to turn? What is going on?
You have a point.
Why did you suddenly bring that up anyway?
I don't know, it just popped into my mind. We've only been seeing foreigners and Western stuff as of late, so I guess I felt a little nostalgic for Japan.
Stair landings came to us from the west, though.
Really?
Speaking of which, this reminds me of the time we played tag at our apartment complex. You jumped out of the window at the second floor landing and twisted your ankle.
My ankle hasn't been the same since. Every time I turn my foot, it still creaks a bit. Oh man, you should remember all that ancient history.
Well, it was shocking enough to leave a lasting impression. I thought you were dumb for returning into a dead end upstairs, but I underestimated your stupidity. What kind of idiot would jump out of a second-floor window during a game of tag?
I was so pumped I didn't even think about the consequences. I mean, this is the kind of stuff kids do, you know?
Not me, that's for sure. As we finished climbing the stairs,
Sachiko appeared into the cell to her left.
I think this is the one.
She urged me on with a glance. Yeah. There was a dummy shaped like a man lying on the bed, no doubt to trick the guards. Further into the cell, we spotted an air vent and a poster partially hiding a hole in the wall.
Wow.
An inescapable prison, they once called the place. Yet there were indeed a few who managed to dig their way out with nothing but a handful of spoons.
The hole is smaller than I thought.
That's what she said. Sorry. I patted Sachiko on the shoulder. She chuckled as she saw me imitating a guard and striking the dummy with a flashlight. We continued down the main street of the building, walking shoulder to shoulder. Looking into the cells next to me, I spotted a blue canvas and some painting tools in one, a mountain of magazines and Bible pages scattered on the floor in another. It felt like each cell reflected the personality of its former owner. Mountain of magazines and Bible pages scattered on the floor in another. It felt like each cell reflected the personality of its former owner. Some of the inhabitants seemed to have tried to utilize the small space they had by changing the positions of their beds or attaching shelves to the walls. The side of what was most likely handcrafted furniture stood as a visible memento of the many years these people must have spent here.
It doesn't look too bad.
Sachiko abruptly spoke up. I considered her face, and then I considered it again.
You get food every day. You're allowed to exercise the same shave. You can spend all your free time reading books.
Oh God, no.
I feel lightheaded at the very thought of being locked up in such a cramped place.
I feel lightheaded at the very thought of being locked up in such a cramped place.
Oh, sorry, I mixed them up again.
I feel lightheaded at the very thought of being locked up in such a cramped place.
Very ironic here. I have played Ghost Trick. Oh, wait, yes. Excellent game.
It doesn't matter where you are. The important part is what you do. You'd grow bored of reading if that was the only thing to do every day. Doesn't that also apply to the outside world?
At least on the outside, you're not alone. That makes it better.
I guess so. Sachiko gave the handle leaving the showers a careful look. I lined up next to her.
Oh, Sachiko gave the handle leading to the showers a careful look. I lined up next to her and gave her a face a careful look instead.
My God, Takako is so flirty.
Then I imitated taking a shower while Sachiko quoted a line from a movie. We'd been together long enough not to need words to communicate.
Yep, that's how it goes. Oh, that is so sweet.
I felt happy about that.
That is just so, so sweet.
You can see the sea from there. Sachiko, walking in front, turned her head back to me and pointed ahead. The viewing deck from which we could see the sea looked like it could belong to a ship. Standing on it were a couple of giggling young girls enjoying their shopping. There was also a young man. He sat in focused silence, painting a picture. Then there was a biker admiring the sea from the seat of his motorcycle. A tan man with dreadlocks dancing to reggae music. A woman sitting on the edge of the pier writing poetry. An old couple simply gazing out to sea. There were all sorts of people, each of them freely enjoying the sight of the sun, gradually sinking below the horizon. There were all sorts of people, each of them freely enjoying the sight of the sun, gradually sinking below. I already read that, sorry.
Oh, and that's the end of the flashback, too. The room, the picture of the room completely changed. The background switched. Oh, I'm sorry about your hand. Your hand. Oh, wait. Okay, you know what, you guys? I am going to be safe rather than sorry. And in case there's another big scene, I'm going to save for now. I'm going to save for now, so we will continue this next time. On Friday. I am so hyped for this series, you guys. Okay, you guys. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm getting a bit tired right now, and this seems like a decent stopping point. I just can't wait to see what's gonna go on. So you know what? Until next time, Thursday. Yep. Thursday is for Higurashi. I mean, Thursday is for this. Sorry, I forgot what day it was. God damn it, I am so mixed up. I am so tired. I'm so sorry, you guys. Today is Monday, so yeah. Tomorrow is Higurashi, and then Thursday we continue with this. So, until then, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.